training to run so that you don't have ankle, foot, or knee pain, what type of shoe should you wear? I'm going to give you 4 things to look for in a shoe. The brand is not as important as the features in the shoe. And the first thing you want is a zero drop. And all that means is that under the ball of the foot here and the heel, it's the same thickness. So you see a lot of fancy shoes with a thick high heel, and that angles your foot like this. That is not what you want because it's unnatural and it doesn't allow your foot to do its job. What it does do is it allows you to continue bad habits of a hard heel strike, and then that extra cushion lets you do whatever you want. But the reality is, the thicker the cushion, big, thick soles, the less you communicate with the surface you're running on. And that's important because if your brain doesn't understand the surface, it can't tell your body what it needs to do as you go through your training. So the first thing you want to see, zero drop, and you want a wide toe box that your foot fits comfortably in here so that your toes can wiggle and move and actually do their job. One of the most important jobs of your toes is to grip down like this, as though you're gripping whatever surface you're running on. So if you're running off-road or trail running, you're gonna hit all kinds of different surfaces in the ground that you're on. So you might be on rock, you might be running over roots or branches. If you're running next to a sidewalk, you know, any natural surface is easier on your body and joints than a concrete or asphalt surface. So if you're running off-road, you want your foot to conform, and in order to do that, it has to be wide so those toes can move. And then the third thing you have to look for in the shoe is the shoe flexible? Can it move in every direction? And if it can't, and you prevent some of those actions that your feet are designed to do, you're setting yourself up for injury and pain down the road, because your foot has to be able to move with the flexibility of the shoe determined by the surface that you're running on. So that shoe needs to be very flexible in every direction, wide toe box, zero drop, and cushion. Why cushion? Well, if you're new to running and you want to do it pain-free, you need something to absorb that impact, because the odds are you're not going to be running on a perfect track every time you train, and those tracks are padded and soft to absorb impact. Now, if you're running on the sidewalk or asphalt or any other hard surface, you need something to absorb that impact because your body's not used to all the jarring impact of running. Running is a single-legged sport, meaning that you only have one foot on the ground at a time when you run. So when you're running from foot to foot, that's multiplying your body weight exponentially with each impact. And if you don't have appropriate cushion, like say a minimalist or a barefoot shoe, you will end up getting that impact transferred into your joints, ankles, knees, hips, and spine. So those are the 4 things you want to look for in a running shoe if you're new to running and you want to run pain-free.